What's up, first traders? Welcome back inside of my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking purely about gold. What is really happening on gold? What we should we be expecting on gold the most and everything. So, without wasting time, let's go straight into the chart. All right. So on gold, I'm going to go straight to the daily time frame, which you can see here. So I'm just going to show my chart here. So on gold, I have some levels I plot here already. So let me just let me open the chart for gold and talk about that. All right. I don't like complicating, so I like analyzing fresh for you guys, and you guys getting the clip of everything. So if you look like this chart pattern on the daily time frame here, so let's analyze from the present situation we can see. So from here, from the point where gold break out of this range here, if you follow me on my YouTube channel, I projected gold is going straight to the $4,000 per coin, and we end up closing about. My first move was about 4,000, which was this, yes. Then when we had a little pullback, I expected for a new extension of around 4,300, which is this happened, and even close around 4,360. But my year activation was 4,300. And after since then, I was expected a little pullback back to this zone here. This demand zone. Let me just pull out this demand zone. Excuse me, where's my okay, this demand zone here. I expected a pullback to this demand zone, then we have a push up again, making a new high, but that didn't happen because the way I trade, I actually used to wait for confirmation on that zone, and on the 4 hour time frame, I think it gave the confirmation, and I entered the trade, and I took a loss there. So this was the trade. This was the confirmation. I took the trade, just went in profit a little bit, came down. I was like, it's going again, then all the way stop loss. And that was how I went out of the trade. But presently, what I'm seeing on this trade now is it's very simple. It's very simple. Now, on this demand zone, if you try to notice what is happening, is price has closed below it. It's kind of retesting it. So, which like now I'm not seeing the move to the buy side anymore. I'm seeing more of a bearish move. That is that. That's first. And two, if I put my Fibonacci from this low here all the way to this high, this middle here is what is the Fibonacci golden zone, which I'm going to mark out as zone as well. This one, this is another zone here. Yeah, exactly. So this is another zone here, which I'm expecting price to pull back here, even if we are going to continue to the upside. I'm expecting a drop off all the way back to 3760. Yeah, a drop off back here, or 3778. So let's just give it, yes, 3778. I'm expecting a drop off back here, and before we can continue with the bullish move, since this one did not hold, and you see that this was in line with the 2% retracement, but the 2% is not actually one of the strong one like that. So that was why this trading hold, I took a loss on this, and I'm expecting it to drop back here even before getting anything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be taking, if I see an entry, I'm going to be taking sell from this point down here. Now, how did I take the entry? I'm going to do the Fibonacci since we have mapped out the zone we need here. So on the Fibonacci now, I'm going to delete this demand zone since that didn't work out. So then I'm going to put a support level there because there's actually a support there. So which is this, a support now, which is turning to resistance. So yes, this is a support level which is turning to resistance. So I just want to, yes, good. So this support level now, you can see that price is rejecting steadily on this zone. Anytime it's come to this zone, it's kind of rejecting, coming down, which means this is a break and a retest. Now, if I try to use Fibonacci for the recent swing, I can see which is from this high here all the way to this low here, where it's saw move. We see that it's also in line with what the Fibonacci golden zone. I always talk about this zone that it works like, let me just say 99% of the time this zone will always work. I don't just know, it's always working. So anytime you see price come inside of 50 and 6.18, whether you're buying or you're selling, you see price come inside of it. Trust me, that level is going to hold. It's always holding. It's always holding. So you can see immediately touched it, we have a rejection closing back below it. Now we are retesting the 50% retracement, which is I'm seeing more of. Let me say I have 70% bearish and 30% bullish, right? So now I'm going to delete this. Now, how do I get in on this trade? So I'm going to delete this Fibonacci. Just tell me what it needs to tell me. So I get in on this trade. I'm going to be using this strategy I call the falling line strategy. This strategy I actually talked about it on my YouTube channel. Yes, you see that I call it the falling. Once its price is falling like this, then you're also seeing some ascending trend line to like this. So this is a rising one. Then, but if it's like it's rising before the started season falling one, that's the falling one. So this is a rising one. It's just the flip of the falling one. I've talked about the falling one on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch it. This is one of the best pattern gold use anytime gold want to move. There's actually two patterns. I've, since I've been training gold, I've been noticing there's always two patterns that it is very, very valid on gold. But let me say three, but two of them they are very, very valid. And the first one is this falling wedge or the rising wedge. If you're looking for a sell or a buy, so falling or the rising wedge. Then the second one is what? It's a double top or a double bottom. You see those patterns I just mentioned? It always works on gold. Like it's always happening on gold every time. Like just what I'm trying to explain now. You could see that here this was a double top. See this massive drop off. Look at here. This is a double top here. Look at it. Double top. See this massive drop off. Look at this point here. A double top. Massive drop off. I'm actually going to drop a video where I'll talk about this two pattern I just mentioned now. A double top, double bottom. So you put it together. If you're looking for a sell, that's when you need the double top. If you're looking for a buy, that's when you need the double bottom. So they are just the same thing. It's just one for sell, one for buy. So same as the rising and the falling. If it is rising, you are looking for a sell. If it's falling, you are looking for a buy. So that's they are just the same thing. So this pattern holds all the time. They work on good every time. Especially when you not combine it with Fibonacci or even combine it with combine Fibonacci with support level, then I see no reason why gold should be very hard to trade. Gold is actually one of the simplest pairs to trade, to be honest, because it's not really complicated as like other pairs. It will give you the pattern. It will tell you what exactly it wants to do, right? Tell you exactly what it wants to do before it does it. So what I'm looking at on this trade now is this. I'm waiting for a break below this trend line here. Once price can break below it, then trust me, I'll be taking price all the way down here. That's the first one. This is for our time frame. So and this is a lot of pips. Trust me. That's the first one. But if price end up closing back below here, end up closing back below like an engulfing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for to see something like this. Then I'll take the buy again. Target back to this previous high we have here. All right, that previous high we have there. So, but notwithstanding, what I'm favoring the downside. Yes, I'm favoring the downside, like 90% favoring the downside. Like 70% favoring the downside. I mean, I'm seeing more of a bearish move than the bullish move. But presently, gold is ranging. So what is doing now? This move we are seeing here now, the forward, it might be a pullback to this point here. Then you check from there all the way down. So if I've been on this trade from here when it touched the zone here, my stop loss is here. I will just leave this trade no matter the manipulation happening, I'll leave it. It's going to bleed. But 70% favoring downside and the rest 30 for this. So but now I'm not on the trade yet. So what I'm waiting for is a confirmation because I trade the confirmation. The confirmation is break this trend line. If you're not giving me a retest of the trend line, give me an engulfing closing below. That is one. Then this one, break it on the retest. I will need a break on the retest of this because there is a reason why I need a break on the retest of it. The reason being that is this: you can break this guy and close above this. You can break this guy here, just touch this guy here, then click down, click all the way down. So the reason I will need a break and a retest of it is the first break is going to break it and come here, then retest it. Once I have an engulfing going again, the second time is approaching it, it's not going to retrace from there. It's going to take a break out of it. That's why I need a break and a retest. Right. So that is exactly what is happening on gold now. And so the target is just exactly to 3760. 3,760 dollars per coin on gold. That's for the sell. I'm expecting more of sell than the buy To be honest, I'm expecting more of sell than the buy. Gold has done that's gold has rallied, has done the magic. This is uh this is almost let me check. Let me check the pips from here to there. So this, if you ask me, this close to 10,000 pips. So this gold has done the craziest rally, and we need to see some consolidation. It needs to breathe in, it needs to rest, and the rest place where I'm expecting it to get to now is this Fibonacci 50, in between 50 and 60, which I call the Fibonacci golden zone. And not just that, it's going to be aligned with the demand zone. All right, demand zone. Demand zone is a place, a point where buyers took off before. Buyers took off, where buyers buy from when price was buying. It was a point where buyers buy from before, and this is exactly what I'm saying. You see this point here, after this consolidation, price broke it and what came for the retest. This is exactly where the bought and went all the way up. So, and that is the point where if price may get again, buyer must also be taking entry from that same point again to the audit. So that's why I'm selling to this zone here. So just like I was explaining that, this I've shown you example of double top always reversing gold. I've shown you example of double top, and let me show you example of this. This is the rising wedge. Let me show you example of the falling wedge. Here is a falling wedge. You can see this. You could just go to my YouTube channel, look at the falling knife strategy. This was where I talked about the falling knife strategy. You can see this is falling. You can see price was an option started falling. Then at the break of it, you buy exactly the same thing here. Price was in the range, started falling at break of it to buy. Same thing here, price was at break of it to buy. So no, it does not happen here. This was the double top here, so this was the double top for this one. So you also have it here, all right. So if you go in this trade, this is it here, this is it here, this is it here. Gold is always pointing this all the time. This is it here, this is it here. If you buy gold from this point here, look at it, this is it. When it does it again here, it just what you use it as a opportunity to add more position. You can see this is it here. So anytime it's break out of it, forget about it. Break out of it, price is always running off. Always just go and practice, go and test these things out. I'm explaining to you. I've dropped a full detailed video where I was explaining this fundamental strategy. Just go and watch the videos. Yes, just search the videos on my YouTube channel and watch it. So you can see it. This is it here as well. Break. This is it here. This is here. Gold is always printing this almost every day. Almost every day. Like you actually going to see this pattern happening on gold maybe two or three times in a week. Yes, 2 or 3 times in a week. These 4 hours. So let's just say these 4 hours now. This like now, if you go to the lower time frame, you're actually going to see it happening on the 30 minute time frame. Now, this 4 hours time frame, this like 2 days, these 2 days, this will actually be another 2 days, this one another 2 days. So it's always happening often. This is pattern good print all the time. Actually, I noticed this not quite long as well, but since I noticed this, I used to use different strategy to trade gold before, but since I noticed this is the only strategy I stick with because it works. It works on gold. Just like for this one I just said now, once you see price close below this thing, there's nothing holding this price back from dropping all the way to this point. There's nothing holding this price back from dropping all to this point. So that's exactly what I'm trying to explain. And and just watch out for this trade. You can watch out. You can take this trade no matter the capital you're using, goes to the 15 minute time frame, you can take the entry. No matter the time frame, yes, you can see the entry on the time frame, no matter the time frame, like I said. So you could see, I said, price as it's retracing up, just coming down back, coming back above here, retesting this guy, taking out this previous loadout here, creating a double top here. Yes, that's what I said. Gold is always putting a double top pattern, double bottom pattern. You always see it. So it might just come down, come back here, put in a double top, then bleed all the way down. Bleed all the way down. If you look at this reversal here, you see that this is the bottom. See the bottom, the MW, the W pattern, then took off. So this pattern that gold always print anytime is buying. This is on the 15 minute time frame. That's why I came down to the 15 time frame to show you exactly this pattern. It happen. No matter the time frame you are using to trade gold, you always see it. So it's not depending on how you're targeting what you want target. So adjust it. So this one here now, if you look at this one here, it's already kind of in line with this one, something like a double top. See that gold use this as double top, or use this guy as a double top, then price drop off. But I'm favoring more, excuse me, I'm favoring more to downside, dropping back to this zone here. So that's just exactly what I'm trading. I'm expecting on gold. So you could see if I try to put it here, this 15 minutes, if I try to put it here, connect this to this and drag it, you see that that was exactly what happened here. At the break of it, anytime it breaks it, it's always running off. So you can see at the break of it, the stop loss just come here, then the target, you can, your first level target can be 100% retracement, then go for more extension. So just like this one too, if it breaks, no matter where it breaks, the last high you could see, the last high it created will be your surplus and target all the way to the zone, and it's going to happen. So that is for gold for the week. This is what I'm expecting in gold. Presently, I'm not on this trade. I'm waiting for a confirmation. Yes, we need confirmation. We just don't get in the trade blindly. We need the confirmation before getting this trade. And once the confirmation happens, click the button, then we allow the market to do its thing. And this is all for this video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, drop a like, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you don't start to tell when I drop something like this. And I catch you in my other subsequent video. Peace out for now.